Hey guys, and I hope you guys are doing okay today. Today I have a rant video in Dead by Daylight. This one will be quick because it's not really much to rant about, but I'm just going to get straight to the fucking point. So, I'm going to talk about how I don't like the way they have removed reverse pallet stuns in Dead by Daylight. Reverse pallet stuns were a thing to make looping interesting and more skillful, and it's just a little cool way to show off. Not just to people on YouTube, just in general. It proves that you want to make looping more interesting, and it was something that wasn't too easy either. Like, it really wasn't. So it actually required skill to do it. Unlike just throwing down a pallet normally, you actually had to use skill to throw down a pallet in a cool way. Which, I don't know why they removed, but it just proves to us more that they're limiting the use of looping, and they're literally giving players more of a reason to pre-drop pallets in general, because there's no other way to just throw pallets anymore. You can't throw them skillfully, you just throw them down normally, which is boring in my opinion. And this didn't really affect a lot of the players. This didn't affect players who respect pallets, i.e. the newer players, because statistically speaking, newer players in DBD will swing at pallets, I'm just being honest. This really affected the killers who actually understand how to play, who do not respect pallets. But, like, even so, it doesn't matter, because most of the time when you're doing a reverse stun, you're going to get hit anyway. And if you don't, then it's a cool little thing. So, it wasn't too easy to pull off. You can pull it off, but there's literally tutorials on YouTube to pull it off, because it's not the easiest thing ever. It required skill, it was something different, and it just made looping more fun and interesting. Now all looping is just throwing down a pallet straight away, and that's it, that's boring. Like, they can't really fucking say, oh, it wasn't realistic, because look at the amount of shit they're bringing in this game. Like, the devs cannot talk about realism in DBD anymore, with all the shit they're bringing in. There's no way. Like, if they could bring a battle pass into this game, I don't understand why something fucking 5 or 6 years old is getting removed with no actual good reason at all. They have not given a solid reason at all. And yeah, whoever complained about this shit in DBD, you're just a killer main. That's simple. You're just a killer main who doesn't like going against teams who try and loop skillfully, and you for some reason prefer players who actually pre-drop pallets rather than them actually thrown with a reason and a skill. Because, as I said again, reverse pallet stuns were not too easy to pull off. That's the thing. I understand why they removed it like it was an abusable thing, when in reality it really wasn't. You can rarely even pull it off, and when you did pull it off, it looked cool. But yeah, cool, whatever. I guess looping's just the boring thing as usual. Just pre-drop pallets and that's it. Literally the fucking thing. And people always call me killer main, but here I am defending survival once again, because it's fucking stupid. Like, looping's so boring with this fucking thing removed. Like, really, they're just removing shit for no reason. Like, the devs always make the most fucking shit changes for some reason. Like, they always just make changes no one asked for, like this. Like, if you actually wanted pallet stuns removed, you're new to the game and you just experience it for the first time and you think this is bullshit, but it's not too easy to pull off. You just need to play Survivor and try it, then you understand why it's cool and how it's actually used skillfully rather than abusably, because it isn't abusable at all. Like, it isn't, unless the killer's that stupid to the point where you're doing it every fucking second to every pallet because the killer's not learning from it. But at that point, it's not really abusable, it's just the killer playing retarded. Like, that's the only explanation. So I don't understand why the devs are just doing shit like this. It's fucking stupid. Like, stop removing shit for no reason. Like, remove shit that actually doesn't need to be in DBD. This, something that actually requires skill, is getting removed. Literally proves my point even more, how the devs are just trying to force realism into DBD and just make the game really boring. And it's really cliche. Like, seriously. Pre-drop pallets, do gens, escape. Simple objectives in a lot of games nowadays. Yeah, I don't understand why they're doing this shit. Yeah, they haven't really given a good reason. All I have on screen right now is just this. As you can say, this was in the chapter 20 patch. So, change pallet hitboxes to prevent the killer from getting stunned when on the same side as the other survivor dropping the pallet. So that's what a reverse pallet stun is, as I've just went over. And if you're not sure what it is, I'll explain it to you right now. I don't think I did explain it at the start. It's basically where you're on the same side as the pallet as the killer, and you have enough space to throw it down, and they go on the other side. That's what a reverse stun is. And it's cool, it's a cool thing to pull off, but nope. Apparently it's abusable, no, it requires skill. But, you know, pre-dropping actual pallets with no skill is not abusable to the devs. That's the logic. Anyways, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.